so we could see their faces when they were sitting in their seats. The instructor started talking to my sister, who should have been putting on her seatbelt, checking her mirrors, etc. Instead, in the middle of the woman's sentence, my sister immediately starts the car, throws it in reverse, and backs out of the spot. The instructor was visibly startled by the abruptness of the move. In this position out of the parking spot and now perpendicular to it, my sister patiently puts on her seatbelt and checks her mirrors, as the instructor regains her wits and continues talking. So now they pull off, moving a bit herky-jerky to the stop sign at the end of the parking lot, and promptly run the stop sign out into traffic. She barely slowed down as she took the right. Now they are gone, and my girlfriend and I look at each other knowing it's already over. We are still standing at the door kinda laughing about how we couldn't believe what we just saw, as bad a driver as we all knew she was, nobody expected that, and joking about how the instructor was going to quit when they got back. Just as we begin to go back inside, here comes the old Skylark already tearing back into the parking lot. Please realize, this is immediately after they left. It couldn't have been more than a minute or two after they pulled onto the main road. My sister whips the Skylark through the parking lot, screeching to a stop at a diagonal, 80% in one parking spot and 20% in another, right in front of the glass door where we are still standing. There is a look of seething anger on my sister's face as she slams it in park. It had the gear shift on the steering wheel, so this action was very demonstrative. Shuts the car off, opens the door, and walks right past us into the building, leaving the instructor still buckled in the passenger seat. What the F? The instructor gathers herself and her paperwork, takes off her seat belt, and gets out of the car. She walks up to us, and completely no-sells whatever just happened. She just says, "Unfortunately, your sister did not pass her driving test today. She can try again in 6 months," and writes whatever the date was on the back of her permit with a black Sharpie and initials it. She thanked us and went and got her next driving test. Those people have seen some shit, man. As it turns out, not only did my sister act like a complete whack job in the parking lot and then run the stop sign to leave said parking lot, she also missed the part where the instructor told her to take a right at the first four-way stop after leaving. That's what the instructor was starting to say when my sister began what looked like a kidnapping. So after she missed the turn and the instructor reminded her that she was supposed to turn right there, my sister apologized, and used the next four-way stop to do a U-turn and go back. You know the move, the big, wide, circular U-turn. We've all done it, but this was her driving test. So after she pulled the fourth of four completely brainless moves within the first minute of her driving test, the instructor told her not to bother making the, now, left, and to just go back to the DMV because she was clearly nowhere near ready for her license.